Welcome back, Freshwater Fishing Novices, new viewers. In this video, I'm going to be talking about how to unhook a fish once you've hooked it. I want to make it quick. I want to get to the point because if you are not planning ahead and you're watching this video on the water or near the water, you probably have more of an emergency than you do time to wait around and listen to my old ass talk. So let's get right into it. Okay, so you caught a fish. That's awesome. But there's a hook in its face and you need to get it out because that's the responsible thing as an angler that you need to do. So how do you get this hook out? You can grab the hook, and what you want to do is grab this hook for instance. So if I show you this hook right here, if this is in the fish's mouth, what I want to do is reverse the action that the hook went into the fish's mouth. So if the hook went in this way, I want to take the hook and reverse that action. The only problem you're going to have is there are barbs on most hooks. Those kind of lock the fish in so you can't get it out. So it makes it a little harder to get the hook out of the fish's mouth. If you want to be nice like my friend Lucy, she pinches all the barbs so it doesn't hurt the fish more than it needs to. And it also comes out of the fish's mouth easier. You can do that, but you have a larger possibility of losing that trophy fish if you pinch your barbs. It's a debatable topic. So reversing the hook seems obvious. Sometimes that barb, when it's stuck in the fish's mouth, they seem to hit the hook. And after using these extra wide gap hook, here's a small pair of pliers, and I will cover my face so you can see this. You can see this extra wide gap hook, EWG if you want to shorten it. But a lot of times if you're fishing around weeds, you're going to use one of these because you can put your plastic like this and the hooks are hidden, and then when the fish bite it, it pops through and hooks their mouth, right? So if my finger's the worm, you can see what happens there when they bite down. Now, sometimes when that's in a bass's mouth, specifically this fella right here, they have a little bit tougher mouth than, say, a sunfish or a black crappie or a yellow perch. So you don't need to do this. You don't use these hooks with those types of fish. You use them with largemouth bass. You'll see fishermen whack it like this, and what that does is quickly punches that barb out of the fish's mouth and makes it a little quicker so the fish doesn't have prolonged trauma. Let's call it prolonged trauma. The problem when you hit a hook like that, I'm watching videos, watching people just bang, bang, bang. Ah, cool. I don't know the technique they're doing, so I go to do it the first time and palm strike it right in the middle, and that is not the way to do it. When you palm strike the hook, you want to hit it with like the meatiest part, like the outside right, or like this part or this part, not this middle. It might seem obvious if you even just poke the middle of your hand, but I didn't know it hurt. I didn't pierce my hand or anything, but I quickly learned really not the way to do it. The best way to take a hook out of a fish's mouth, most humane, safe to you, safe to the fish, is to use some pliers. You're gonna want these. Now say, what the hell do I need pliers for? I'm bass fishing, I'm using big hooks like this. Sure, if it's down in this lower part of the fish in its mouth, you're gonna have to get down in there. And I don't know about you, I got sausage fingers, I guess. So trying to get down in there, I can't really, and they're not that long. I got short little hands. A good set of pliers to get down into the fish's mouth to get the hook out and save the fish so it can grow and make more fish. That's the goal here. We wanna release this fish. We want this fish to live and make more other fish that are nice. So just get some pliers. You're gonna wish you had pliers if you don't bring them with you. Now you might say, I don't want to bring pliers. Now let me show you a different type of hook. This is what's called a circle hook, or this is a circle octopus hook specifically. Now you're still thinking, right? I can grab that with my finger, and this hook is specifically meant to, they bite the lure, and when you reel up, the hook goes into the side of the mouth, and then that's all you have. So all you have to do is unhook it like that. That fish is going to be squirming around. It's not going to be chilling. Pliers help. It's going to keep you safe so you can keep that hook under control and get it out of the fish's mouth. Now you have the fish. Ditch the hook. Just let it swing free, or if you have enough slack, let it swing free. You don't want it swinging around near you while you're dealing with this live animal. And then you put your pliers in your pocket or in a little, wherever the heck you're keeping your pliers, and then you can release the fish. But it's a very quick thing. With that circle hook, that bigger one that I just showed you, this was a size. This is a size 1 circle hook. This is a big circle hook. Well, in the grand scheme of things. Let me show you another one. Let me see if I can show you next to each other these circle hooks. Now I'm going to try to get out of the picture. Actually, I'll try to pinch them like this, and then I'll go like that. So the circle hook on this side over here, this one right here, it's a size 8, 1, 8, not 1/0 and 8/0, size 8, size 1, not the aughts, the other direction. If you're fishing, now I'm gonna put the big one down here. So if you're fishing with this little little teeny hook, right? That's not, it's smaller than my finger. So that could go into my finger and it could be a problem. Not that the big guy going in my finger wouldn't be a problem. They're both problems. Now here's the second point I want to smash home. If you are out fishing, especially by yourself, which you shouldn't be, even though I do it all the time, you should bring, if you're fishing with any hooks, doesn't matter. You have your pliers, right, for grabbing the hook and getting out of the fish's mouth. The other thing you should bring, and you're never gonna really hopefully have to use this, are gonna be some heavy snips, some metal snips. This is the reason why you're gonna want some heavy snips. The 99% of the time, I mean, once in the last decade, I've really wanted these and I didn't know where they were. They were right next to me. I just forgot I had them right there, even though I was 100% sure that's where I kept them all the time. If you end up with a hook in your hand and you're by yourself, you have your hook in your hand, strings going up to the rod, your rod is hopefully in a rod holder or wherever, not being pulled around so you're not now the fish. You have to deal with this. If this is through your finger, right, like that, that's a problem. What you're gonna do is take those metal snips and you're gonna snip off that barb, because otherwise you're trying to pull the barb back through like you're doing through the fish's mouth, but the difference is you're the fish. So the best thing to do is snip below the barb, and you can work the hook back through that way, pull it back through, or you can snip over here and pull the hook through that way and not like continue the way it was going. Regardless, this is gonna suck. Now, I'm talking hands. If it's near a vital organ or possibly a vein, don't mess with it. Don't do that. Now, hands, outside of the skin, this part, negative. Outside meat, sure. Hopefully this helps you understand how you can get a hook out of a fish. Now, here's the other last thing. If you've hooked that fish down deep in its stomach, like you can't see the hook, like it's swallowed it, cut the line. Let the fish go. The hope is that the hook will rust out, and supposedly science has told us that it will rust out and they will poop it out. I don't know if you've ever seen a fish poop out a hook, but I've definitely caught fish with hooks hanging out of their anal cavity. I believe that's the right word and scientific. They will pass that hook. The safest thing to do instead of trying to wrench it back out of their guts and pulling their guts out is to cut the line. That's the most humane thing to do. We've already messed with this fish enough. Put it back in the water and let it acclimate and send it off. Okay, freshwater fishing novices, new viewers, I hope this video was helpful in educating you as far as how you get the hook out of a fish you just hooked and you don't want to, I don't know, bring home. You want him to go back to his house. So, gotta get that hook out. Hopefully that helped. If it did, give me a, I don't know, slap that like button if it helped you save a fish or maybe made you a little less nervous. If you're not subscribed, I don't know why. It's free. I'm just going to keep telling you tips on how to get better at fishing. If you're a novice, it turns out my viewer group is 35 to 50 roughly. I think it's more like 35 to 60, but mostly men too. So if you guys want to hear dirty jokes, go ahead, put that in the comments down below so I know you want to hear more blue humor. Less, you know what I mean. Silly. What are your major concerns, questions coming up into this coming fishing season? What are your problems that I can hopefully help you solve? Thanks for watching this week. I hope you guys have a good weekend, day, whatever the heck time you're watching this video. Did I say thanks for watching?